Hey YouTube, I just got in my, I've been wanting to put a rack on, rear rack. Just got in, I went with an Immix Racing rack. Even though it has a couple bad reviews and a place that looks, I don't know, we'll see. I figure if I saw what happened with a couple others, I'd just take it into a shop and weld it. So, I wanted to get my rack on before I decided what to do on my rear tail lights as far as low profiles, because if the rack comes out far enough, I'm just gonna get a shorter stem light, and yeah, I might just go with that. So they got a real good installation video, so I'll be doing that. And yeah, okay, just kind of getting a feel for how this is gonna fit on here. It's just sitting there, and yeah, I think that's gonna work out all right. And again, I wanted to get this on here before I decided what kind of taillight replacement and where I was gonna mount it. And yeah, so we'll get this on and go from there. All right, I'm just finishing up this install, and I'll talk a little bit more about this later, but I wanted to show you something if you're going through the same install. So the install video is really good from Immix, but they have you remove these screws on your exhaust protector shield and pull it over and lift it up so you can get it this bolt right here install. But what they don't tell you is to look out for your washers as you do that. As these go down through your exhaust shield, there's a plate that they screw into, and that plate will have a washer on it. And if you're not careful, you won't, it might just stay there, right? But if not, you'll move it and try to go put it back in, it won't go in, and or you'll drop it and lose it. So just yeah, look out for those washers. Alright, so I reattached the heat shield on the exhaust with washers in place. So done with the install of the rack, and I think it's going to work out good. I went with this rack one price wise. It was a good price compared to some others are out there, and a lot of tie down spots. And some other racks, they end up, you know, you mount them into where the grab handles go in the frame, so here and here. But I love these handles. I have a good relationship with these handles. I pulled myself out of the mud the very first time I rode these handles, and so I didn't want to get rid of them. And so the Immix rack gave you the option to mount them to the rack itself. So it moves them up, right, and out a little, but I'm good with that. And so yeah, I think the Immix rack is going to work out good. So the XT has 1740, just over 1,700 miles on it now, and doing great. But there's a couple things. I've become less and less a fan of these tires. As soon as I wear them out some, I can't justify hucking them straight away, but I think I'd like to get a little more knobby tire. These are pretty squirrely in the dirt. Like I said, nothing that I'm gonna get rid of them, but I'm looking forward to wearing them out, put it that way. And my next model, like I mentioned before, has got to be handguards. So on my turn signals, like I said, I wanted to get my rack on, see how the turn signals would sit with it, and see what I want to do there. But I can actually get a shorter one that the turn signal would end about right here. The signal would be here. All this would be eliminated, right? but I'm more of a mind to go with a flush mount. And yeah, so again, 1700 miles on the XT. Actually thinking about doing an exhaust mod where you drill that out, open the airflow, cannon filter, and a lot of people say check this weld to make sure there's no slag, that make sure it's a real nice clean weld. Grind it down with your Dremel to make sure you're not restricting it at all. Cannon filter and open the exhaust, and you get a little more pop out of the bike. But that's about it. Thanks for watching.